Terrible.
She's so bad. She's such a hypocrite. And they're all so
terrible.
Evil. They're just flat out evil. And I can't abide it. I just can't abide it.
You know, some Republican crazy tried to kill her husband. You know that?
What?
Yeah, it's been a thing.
You'd think that would have been in the
man.
news.
You'd
Yeah,
think.
you would think
You'd
so.
think.
Huh.
And apparently when
Why
it
haven't
is
we
on the
heard
news,
about
they
it?
take it right off.
Are they trying to cover it up?
It's crazy.
the
It's
Democrats
really crazy.
just try to cover it up because they don't want any contention in the nation? Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
All right. So speaking of her, yes, there is a new NBC Bay Area report about the assault on Paul Pelosi. That includes several of the same details NBC News retracted on their national report.
Yeah,
No.
Why? Why did they retract it? I don't know. It was all true.
They got a call from the Washington, D.C. Area code is what happened.
Exactly. Yeah. So Miguel Almaguer was suspended over this.
Yeah.
And I think he still is,
Yes,
right?
he is.
I would expect we'll be hearing that he's been let go.
I mean, I don't know.
Soon.
All we ever see, at least all I ever see, was that he was suspended. It doesn't say that he was suspended with or without pay, you know, for how long. It just says he was suspended.
Right. You see, why? Because he reported
Because
the
he
facts
gave a
that were given
report?
to him? What was he supposed to do? Those were the facts. Okay, Paul Pelosi went and answered the door, then walked back to his attacker. What is he supposed to do? So we don't have the video of this, but we do have what they reported on. NBC News national correspondent, of course, got in trouble, as we just mentioned. His report was erased from all NBC platforms later that day. It was scrubbed from social media.
We still have it.
And NBC News issued an editor's note on its website reading, "This piece has been removed from publication because it did not meet NBC News reporting standards." What? Because it was factual? Yeah, I believe that. I think that's right. However, a local NBC reporter's similar story was not retracted and remained online as of Wednesday morning at least. But last Friday, exactly a week after Almaguer's report was mysteriously retracted, NBC's San Francisco local affiliate, KNTV, which is branded as NBC Bay Area, aired its explosive report with highly similar details, indicating Pelosi opened the door for police, didn't immediately attempt to escape, and went back to his attacker.
Right.
Just like Almaguer reported. Same thing. Anchor Jessica Aguirre told viewers the NBC Bay Area investigative team looked into why state and federal prosecutors each described one specific detail of the police response differently. This all has to do with the moments, seconds really, just before Paul Pelosi was struck in the head with a hammer inside his San Francisco home. Now, there continues to be contradicting accounts. I haven't heard anything contradicting.
Well, that's what they reported. What's her face? The district attorney, the way she reported it.
Yeah,
was
she
different.
said, quote, that Paul Pelosi will need to explain why he did what he did, which
how dare she?
Goes to the point here about what he did when they opened the door.
Well, and they're apparently they're also asking who opened the door that night. So there's some contention, I guess, about whether it was Paul Pelosi or someone else. If it was someone else, who?
I need a
that's
witness
the
statement.
thing. The original report was that the door was opened by someone not named in the report,
right?
Which made it seem like it was someone other than those two.
Right. There was somebody else in the house, like a servant. A Pelosi servant of some kind.
But they had reported
security.
Other reports,
who is it?
The other reports were that all the Dew people were sent home. You know, Nancy wasn't around, so Paul was like, "Get out,"
so he could be alone with somebody.
You make your own conclusions.
With himself. You wanted to be alone with himself and just have some time alone to think about things and ponder.
Believe me, I can understand that being married to who he's married to.
Yeah, I can too.
He breathed a sigh of relief yesterday. Oh, good. She is staying for at least 2 more years.
Let's see. The federal indictment indicates 2 officers opened the door, but the San Francisco District Attorney's Office previously stated Mr. Pelosi opened the door with his left hand. Okay, it's really important. Was it the left hand or the right hand? Now, the one thing that somebody mentioned was that maybe he was fighting off the hammer with the other hand.
I see.
And so they both kind of went to the door, and he opened it up like that, and then they continued to struggle with it. I don't know. That would make some sense.
But the other report was that they didn't
if you go
struggle.
back in.
That they did. Yeah, they didn't struggle until after the police came inside.
Very weird. It's just a bizarre story, start to finish. A source familiar with the investigation who personally watched the police body camera footage from that night.
I'd like to see that.
Said the officers knocked on the door of the Pelosi home, then backed away, and the video clearly shows Paul Pelosi open the door with his left hand. The body cam video shows officers having a brief conversation with Pelosi and David DePape before DePape starts beating Pelosi with the hammer. We reached out to the Department of Justice for an explanation of its differing account of this seemingly innocuous issue of who opened the door, but so far we have not heard back. That's from one of the television officials.
I mean, there's so many reports of how much security was supposed to be there, and we're supposed to believe that these police officers didn't know they were going to the Pelosi's.
Yeah, right.
Right.
What? I mean, the Speaker of the House lives there. You don't know that? Of course they do.
I've read reports where the San Francisco Police Department had officers stationed there.
Yeah. Yeah. And certainly there's security around the clock, no matter whether Nancy's in town or not.
Right.
You know, it's her family. You're going to protect the family. And so you're going to have Secret Service there around the clock, 24/7. No, and you're going to have more security for her in Washington,
right?
But you're still going to guard her house.
And they had cameras set up. We know that they were monitoring, which they weren't monitoring, by the way. I hope those people were reprimanded.
It seems like nobody is ever monitoring when there's a critical moment.
I know,
doesn't it?
Came back in for coffee. Is something going on down there?
These monitors are really unreliable. We should do something about that.
It's really not.
See if there's a white sale over at Penny's.
For monitors?
No, because remember, that's one of the guys was doing online shopping. At the Epstein cell.
Right.
Yeah. Because there was like a sale or something. I forgot it.
Yes.
Well, you can't pass that up.
No.
Was
it Cyber Monday or something?
I don't care who you are or what you're doing. You can't pass that. You can't pass up a white sale.
No way.
Come on. The local NBC reporter who also spoke with then interim San Francisco District Attorney Brooke Jenkins said, are you able to shed any light as to why Paul Pelosi didn't run out of the house toward police officers when he was able to actually open the door for them when they arrived?
Simple question.
Jenkins responded by saying it's not fair to play Monday morning quarterback.
Yeah, no, that's what we do. What are you talking about? That's your job.
Said that Pelosi needs to explain why he did what he did. So let's go.
Yeah.
Let's get an explanation.
Exactly.
And the one report that I think is my favorite is where they claim that in the ambulance, he told police he didn't know DePape.
Right.
I mean, I recall when I was in an ambulance being rushed to the hospital. Was I chatty?
You're really talkative.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
I
can imagine.
I wasn't hitting the skull with a hammer.
No, right.
And
right. Maybe that makes you super
I guess so. I mean, okay. Come on now.
It's unlikely.
Yes.
Well, he was unconscious and bleeding profusely, apparently.
But he got up in time to say, "I don't know, David."
Right. I don't know, David. I don't know.
I don't know him.
I don't know.
We got to make that a part of the official record.
Yeah.
We got to make that quote a part of the official record. So before we check you into the hospital, you need to say that. And
Did you hear him say that? I heard him say that.
Right. Okay, report that to the press.
Yet another thing we're not going to ever probably know the truth about.
I know.